Greenville, South Carolina has seen a ton of growth over the past decade, but there are some developments that are happening that might just make us explode over the next 10 years. Being a Greenville resident since 2006, I've seen firsthand how things have changed in that time, from old buildings being renovated to new buildings altogether. And of course, the many new construction communities here in the area that I visit as a realtor daily. But there are 5 developments either ongoing or getting ready to happen that will send Greenville's population and probably its skyline all the way to outer space, with our 5th development being probably the most consequential of them all. The first development comes with a huge price tag. It has been known as the $1 billion project in Greenville. Now, this project, I've seen construction happening downtown Greenville in this area for about 2 years, but this project was actually approved and put into motion back in February of 2020. And phase 1A is actually about done. I'm talking about none other than Greenville County Square. Now, the County Square project is massive. It will probably end up almost doubling the size of downtown Greenville. And for you guys that know and love maps, this piece of property is so deceiving about how big it actually is. Running along Church Street all the way to the Augusta Road area, then up to about where the governor's school is, and that borders Falls Park. Sounds pretty cool to me. There's going to be commercial space. There is going to be restaurants, apartments, condos, places you can live and walk around downtown Greenville, more than just Main Street. This development is over 40 acres that has been cleared. And honestly, the first thing that I saw that went, hallelujah, were these gross government buildings. Everybody knew about them. It's where everybody parked whenever you had something downtown you needed to do. These buildings actually, they look really nice. And those are the first buildings that they built after they demoed the old ones. So really good upgrade there for all the government buildings around here. Those are being built first and they are actively being occupied and worked in. The next thing that has been started is the ginormous parking garage for all of those people that work in those government buildings, and then also to help with some of the congestion in the area for parking as the other parts of this County Square project are built. Downtown's gonna look different in about a decade. Our next development is the first thing that you see whenever you drive into downtown Greenville. And it's not new buildings, it's taking the existing buildings and enhancing them and making them that much better. Now, earlier this year, the Secours Wellness Arena, or as locals like to call it, the Bilo Center, BS Center, or the Well, has hosted the SEC Women's Basketball Tournament for the last 6 years in a row. So after this year's tournament, the owners of the Well decided, you know what? We need to upgrade here. So they have announced that they are not only upgrading the back of house experience, but they are also building an amphitheater just to make that area that much more welcoming for everyone coming here into Greenville. This master plan has so many different things going on with it. So here's just a few key highlights that I would want to know if I were you. They are going to be developing and enhancing about 22,000 square feet of this area. Other things that maybe just locals would know about. So right now, when big concerts come into town or big shows, or even when the Swamp Rabbit hockey team is in town, there are only 2 loading docks for the Secours Arena at the moment. So they'll be going from 2 loading docks to 4 loading docks. Why is this so important, Aubree? It sounds kind of boring. Well, here's the thing. Whenever those people come into town, they park all of those large 18-wheelers, buses, everything along a street on the back side of the arena. And it just kind of makes everything congested and hard to drive around, especially whenever you have so many people coming and going in these huge vehicles. Other things I think are important to know is that with this development, it is going to bring quite the economic impact to our area. It's going to create another 600 permanent jobs just for the arena and generate about $63 million in increased revenue.
On top of that, they're going to be building an amphitheater. Now, this amphitheater is a 6,500 seat space that is going to really allow more entertainment.
They are also enhancing the landscaping around the arena, as well as adding a brand new facade, enhancing the gateway into Greenville. So this plan is not completely developed. It does need to get finalized. At least that's what we were told as of the last update around it. So we're a little bit ways out, but it does look like it is happening here in the future. And this is not the only development in the area called the Gateway to Downtown, as you'll find out later in this video. But before we get into that, we need a little bit of a word from our sponsor. If you are looking to make a relocation, or you're here locally and you're like, I need to sell my house or I need to go buy another one, we run a real estate team at the Aubree Lewis group, and our team would love to help you. So reach out to us via the QR code that's here on the screen or the link that's down in the description. We would love to know what you're looking to do, move, sell, etc. And we also would love to mail you a free relocation guide that has a bunch of free resources in it, maybe a little bit of swag. And we have other resources that we can email you, like a builder list or a circle sheet that will really help you figure out what you're looking for in your next move. So reach out. Moving into the heart of downtown is huge. It's causing traffic. It is the Peace Center's major overhaul renovation right there off of Main Street. And there are a lot of different parts of the Peace Center that are going to be touched with this renovation. It's pretty ambitious. So this project is known as AMP, or A Music Project. And it has several different parts that really embrace the arts that Greenville is so well known for, and really putting themselves on the map for musicians in the area to have a base, a place that everybody wants to come to. Last year, they really started this project and we saw everything take shape. They blocked the sidewalks from Falls Park along the Reedy River all the way down to the Weish Pavilion. Here's a few things that are going into that space as we speak. First is the Coach Music Factory. Now, the Coach Music Factory has several nods to other big music areas, Asheville, Charlotte, Atlanta. The Coach Music Factory is very unique and gives a space for jazz and pop and blues musicians and so many more to come in and have a place to perform for those people that want to come listen to them. So the Coach Music Factory fills a really unique space. As far as its size, it fills that gap between the large amphitheaters all the way down to maybe those smaller club venues, allowing musicians to have that medium space to come and perform for those that come in to see them.
So one of the key features of the Music Factory is these glass walls that they are going to put up behind the stage, creating this really cool indoor-outdoor experience with the backdrop being the Reedy River.
Now, there's going to be another music venue called the Mockingbird. Now, this one is street level, and I'm excited for it to come in. Yes, it's taking over two buildings that are conjoined right now, the Markley and the Golick building. Now, these will be street level venues, more intimate settings. They did have to relocate some restaurants and such whenever they decided to start this renovation, Larkin's being one of them. If you come into town and you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Larkin's. It's a great restaurant.
So the Peace Center also plans to renovate the Huguenot Loft and create a space there, an event space there with a terrace.
So as updates are completed on this specific project, just know and set your expectations right that it could be a little bit, but over the next 5 ish years is what is expected for this project to be completed. And finally, they have just some minor updates to the Weish and the pavilion right outside of the Peace Center along the Reedy River. So moving outside of downtown into our next development, still within Greenville city limits, is a development that really, it's going to take care of an eyesore that it's needed to be done. It is being completed by the Verde Development Group, and they've already had a pretty successful development right there in the Hollingsworth Park area. We've done some other videos about it. Go check them out. And this development is called the Bolden Street development. So just off of I-85, just about 10 minutes from the Secours Wellness Arena, this strip of Lawrence Road has really been an eyesore in the area for quite some time. It's just down the road from the Motor Mile of Greenville, and it needs a facelift. And the idea here is that they are going to bring in, of course, more places to live, more businesses, restaurants, etc. But total, this area is huge. It is about 90 acres of property that needs its facelift. What is projected right now is about 2,900 residences there in the area. So that's going to help with Greenville's growth, as well as 500,000 square feet of office space, as well as 750,000 square feet of commercial space across like 3 neighborhoods. All right, so this development is massive. When you look at a map, you're gonna say, okay, it goes all the way from the Verde Boulevard area to Haywood Road, and then Lawrence Road all the way to the Swamp Rabbit Trail. It is huge, and it's going to be a massive impact to this Lawrence Verde Road area. So it's slated to start somewhere in 2026. So be aware that there's going to be lots of construction happening. And I'm excited to see that area finally start looking beautiful again. And of course, whenever you update any area like this, you have to update the infrastructure. So if we know anything about Greenville roads, they could always be updated. So that'll be a really great thing. They're going to be updating Lawrence Road in order to handle the increase of obvious traffic. This development is still kind of in its pie in the sky phase. So if this is what you want to keep on top of and you're looking here in the Greenville area, make sure that you subscribe to the channel because we put out information like this all the time. Moving back into Greenville's downtown proper, we have an area that is right next door to the Bon Secours Wellness Arena that we talked about earlier that you do not want to sleep on. This is going to be probably the most consequential development in the Greenville area for the time being. What used to be the Greenville Memorial Auditorium and just a vacant, ugly lot of land for the last 28 years is soon to become the tallest building in the state of South Carolina. This development is really the gateway project, the entrance to the cultural corridor of the upstate. It is located right as you come in off of Highway 385, right before you hit where the museums are and Main Street. This development is going to renovate, enhance sidewalks in the area, the walkability from the arena to downtown. Here's the details of this building. It is going to be 29 stories, roughly 8,500 square feet of commercial and rental space, and it's also going to have a huge parking structure there to help all these people that will be living in those apartments. So at the time of this video, we're in September 2025, construction is set to begin this month. There's also a ton of construction going on to the Washington Street Bridge, which is like you can see it from where this development is happening. So there's just a lot of construction as you are coming into Greenville. Don't be surprised by it. It's going to be there for a hot second, but it is going to be really cool. So reach out to us if you are coming into town, you want that relocation packet that has a little bit of swag and a lot of information about the area. And then obviously reach out to our team via this QR code or the website down in the description, because we would love to help you, because that's what we do. We help people live here in probably one of the best places in the Southeast. So that's it, y'all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you want to know how much it actually costs to live here, check out this next video.